I'm 1 week into Qenda. If it wasn't for this info on the forum, I probably would have quit already. I eat 2 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and then fast until the next day. Breakfast and lunch, and then fast till the next day. I've been taking Qenda before each of these meals. Should I be spacing my second dose out for the day until later and have it more in the evening on its own? If I'm not following up with a meal, hoping someone can help. Yes, anonymous. Yeah, great question. And as you're having breakfast and lunch, and then fast until the next day, so you basically, yeah, you're only having breakfast and lunch, and at the moment you're having Qenda before your breakfast and before your lunch. So, and you're asking whether to have the Qenda before your breakfast and before your evening meal, and that, well, before when you would normally have an evening meal. Obviously, you're not having an evening meal. So yeah, the best practice for Qenda, especially when you're taking it twice a day, is before food in the morning, and obviously empty stomach in the morning, whether that's before food or not. Just needs to be an empty stomach, and then you can have an empty stomach in the evening. Um, and that's the benefit. So you space it out. Like normally, someone will wake up, probably have breakfast around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, maybe 10 o'clock in the morning, and then they'd have it before their evening meal around 5, 6, or 7 o'clock. So basically, by doing that, you're spacing it out as much as possible. So yes, and it's a bit much as well, isn't it? When I first got the Qenda, I misread the instructions because it said before your breakfast and before your dinner. And in the north of England, dinner is lunch. So I got really confused. I was having it before my breakfast and before my lunch, and it was a lot. It felt like a lot in my belly and stuff. So yeah, definitely. I think you'll feel a lot more benefits just by spacing out the Qenda, and that's why it's a great question, and you're on the right track because you're asking it. So yeah, have the Qenda empty stomach in the morning, empty stomach in the evening, and you don't have to have a meal after it. It's just on the instructions we say 30 minutes before food because that's when you're most likely to have an empty stomach, and that gives the Qenda enough time to leave your stomach and then the food to come in and not mix with it. So yeah, I think that answers the question. Have the Qenda in the morning and have the Qenda in the evening. And obviously, you're doing by having your breakfast and your lunch and then skipping the evening meal, you're doing intermittent fasting. And the good news is, as you've probably seen on the forum, the Qenda doesn't break a fast because the Qenda's under 50 calories. It doesn't break a fast, so you're not going to lose any of the benefits of cellular autophagy and all the other benefits like ketosis that you're looking for by fasting. So, yeah, hopefully that helps and great question. Oh, and I've just noticed there you said you was 1 week into the Qenda, um, so yeah, you may not have been having the Qenda in the morning and before your lunch, but obviously you will be starting that on the second week. So have a Qenda in the morning, Qenda before evening meal, and then you won't have to feel so full and bloated like I did when I was doing it wrong when I first started.